Hello everyone, hope we're all good. And so today I'm just doing another video on one of my fans in my collection, that where I've either completely disassembled it or I've removed the front grille. And so right here we've got my 1990s PMS 6-inch desk fan. Now I have removed the front grille on it because I'm going to give it a little clean. Even though it doesn't look very dirty, it is dirty. The blades are a bit smudged up a bit and covered in dust, like little thin bits of dust. And so it's just going to be cleaning, a general little clean. And yeah, so my words of advice about a 6-inch desk fan is that you can remove the front grille on a 6-inch fan. It could be a 6-inch desk fan like this, or it could be a 6-inch clip fan. My words of advice about it is you can remove the front grille, but depending what type of motor spindle it is, it's really all the same, I think. Just may have changed in quality since then. I'm not sort of unlikely that you can remove the blades as well. I don't think the blades are very easy to remove. I think the blades are meant to stay on, but you can remove the front grille. But my words of advice: if behind your 6-inch fan's blades it gets dirty, then I'd probably just stick like a little brush behind there, like a paintbrush or something, or try and get a wet wipe round the corner of it, right through the deepest corners. But it's sometimes a bit difficult, whereas behind the PMS here it's quite grubby, because the PMS here came from a family member of mine, and yeah, it's quite a special fan, as they've had it for quite a long time and they don't want it anymore, and so it's now my fan to keep for my collection. So the PMS here came from my nan and granddad. It was one of their old fans. At some point I'm going to get their other old fan, which was that 1996 Pifco 9-inch desk fan, model 1001, that I showed a few months ago. So yeah. So I've taken this fan apart before. I took it apart last year when I got it off my nan and granddad, because this fan was really, really manky, because it was one that hadn't been taken apart to clean very much, and it was just grim. So I got the front grille sat on my lap here. Here's the front grille. It's just pretty grubby, unfortunately, but get it cleaned up, not a problem. And so yeah, it is quite grubby on the inside of the back grille. The back grille you can't remove because it's actually attached to, like, on here. Yeah, so we'll give the blades a little spin. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, so this thing had been sat in my nan and granddad's loft. For a fair few years. I do still remember this fan. My nana used to use this one in the kitchen. My nana used to use this one in her kitchen, because it's only a small fan, so it's easy to use. But yeah, it does need cleaning. yeah, so yeah. So it's one of these that have got a screw. The nut did come off. The nut, just move that screwdriver. Here's the nut for it. It's also got a little it's also got another little piece of metal. There's like a little latch thing. Don't know what you call it. That's gone a bit rusty. And so yeah, my words of advice about how to get a 6-inch desk fan to take apart is that I use my my own words of advice. Is that if I use my flat-headed screwdriver here, I just, so with the front grille on here, I just like once you've undone the screw and nut, the screw often stays in, but if the nut comes out, it's stuck on there because it's magnetic, because it's metal. And so yeah, so you just like push that like through there, and then it like lifts. It like lifts the lugs up. These lugs here. So there's one lug here, one here, one here, one here, one here. There's 2 here, and there's 3 more here. So yeah, so I think you can sort of see now that the blades are quite grubby. Yeah. Yeah. So the front grille's going to be cleaned as well. Yeah, so I've got some other 6-inch desk fans in my collection that require that sort of fitting. My B&Q 6-inch has got it as well, but that I've never removed the front grille on because I've never used that one. It works, but I've never used it. I've got some more fans in my collection that require this type of. I've got some other 6-inch desk fans in my collection that require this type of fitting. And yeah, so the PMS is going to have a little clean. It's basically just a remake of a CED 6-inch desk fan, but it's a CED remake fan. It's a CED remake 6-inch desk fan I'm going to keep because it came from a family member of mine. And so yeah, so this is going to be cleaned out and hopefully get it to work a bit better, because I don't think I've ever told you guys that whenever it's running, it's a bit noisy when it runs. So yeah, so you're going to see it again like a bit later, and I think it will have been cleaned up. And so yeah, so anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and see ya.